like he don't really want to match up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to get me to match up against other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. This dude I used to run with, that used to play basketball with, thought that nigga was gay or some shit. My girl thought he was gay too, but you know what I'm saying? I try not to discriminate. You know what I'm saying? As long as people ain't trying to do nothing crazy to me, like don't try to be doing nothing with me, my dude. I don't float that way. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't agree with that shit. But at the end of the day, it ain't up for me to agree, like, dislike, or whatever. It ain't none of my business personally, unless you make it my business. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Like, that shit ain't none of my business. I don't really care what's going on with you.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? But dude was like talking crazy. What happened?
But see, my thing is, you know what I'm saying? Okay, live your life the way you want to live. I'm not gonna hang out with no gay dudes.
Nah, I'm not doing that neither. That's because that's not the crowd I run in.
I don't hang out with no cokeheads, weedheads. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang out with no crackheads.
Hell no.
This is my whole problem with the whole situation with the gay and lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it where that I have to accept it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's your life, live your life. You know what I'm saying? But don't come to where I have to be like, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you, at the end of the day, because I'm not God, and I'm not here to stand and judge you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to hang around you because that's not a lifestyle that I like.
Exactly. This is the best way that I try to explain it to people when they say like how I feel about the situation. I say, yo, I'm not a bank robber. Now, the fact that you rob banks don't got shit to do with me. That's not my money. That's the government money. That's the bank money. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. But if you try to get me to rob a bank with you, I'm gonna have a problem. Because I'm not a bank robber. I don't rob banks. You feel what I'm saying? And then, but more to the point, more to the point to what you were saying. Give me one second.
Yo, I lost you. I can't hear you.
Yo, my fault about that. Yo, a more to the point to what you were saying. It's like I don't hang around people like that. Like I got one female friend and she's like, I don't know, I just think she confused. You know what I'm saying? But if a person try to get me backed in the corner, like, do you think it's right? Do you think it's right? No, I don't think it's right. But I also think that God gave you free will. And you could do whatever the hell you want to do with your life. But if you try to back me into a corner to say whether I think that is right or whether I think that is wrong, I'm going to say that I don't think it's right. But at the same time, you got free will to do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to sit around and say that you don't know how to count because you can't spell. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just because you might involve yourselves in things in which I don't think that is necessarily acceptable. That doesn't mean that shit that has other things to do with other things, I'm gonna say, oh, you must be terrible at that too, or you must be a bad judgment at this too, or you must be a bad judgment at that too, because I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? I just think that, you know, men shouldn't be sleeping with men, women shouldn't be sleeping with women. That's it. But, you know, it's not my business.
They gotta understand.
They try to push that on people.
You know what I'm saying? Don't try to push it on me because I grew up knowing that this is right. This is, you know what I'm saying, what is right, what is wrong. He even says it in the Bible. People don't even understand it. It says it in the Bible. There's going to come a time. There's going to come a time. You will not recognize man and woman and woman for man.
Yeah. Yo.
I'm not a Bible member. I'm not quoted. My basic platform is, hey, live your life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to hang out with me because I smoke weed. Well, that's fine.
Another thing I don't like is Another thing I don't like is how hard they're pushing it, like on TV and on the movies. I don't appreciate that because I got kids and I might not want my kids to see that. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm a grown adult.
Yeah.
I could be able to process what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? But when they peddling anything to kids whatsoever, that's up to a parent to decide whether they want their kids to be a part of it. You know, I don't agree with that at all. There's nothing about that I agree with.
See, my thing is, there's a reason why that shit wasn't out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why that shit was frowned upon. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't make it seem like we're the bad guys of what we learned early on in life.
Exactly. But more than important, but like I was saying, like my biggest thing is I don't think they should be pushing that on the kids, and they stay pushing that on our kids. That, you know, they teaching the next generation, and they manipulating the next generation into thinking that this is that's normal. That yeah, people love who they love. Well, yeah, loving somebody and making love to somebody is two different things. You may love your mother, you may love your father, but that don't mean that you sleeping with them.
Like this whole thing, I'm gonna tell you,
and I say that don't mean because some people are sleeping with their parents, but you get the point in which I'm making. Like that don't mean that you know.
Hold up, you back up in NY, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now what's up with the dude that I think it happened up there? What's up with the man that got ran off by a couple of guys when he was sitting there with his daughter, supposedly in the park?
Nah, he was fucking up. He was fucking up.
Yeah, we found, you know, that was found. What I'm saying, what's up with that whole situation, man? We read that shit on the internet. I like world because the shit that's around Atlanta is the same old shit.
I'm gonna tell you what's so messed up about that situation. As soon as it came out that those people were saying that those boys did that to them, they had them young boys' pictures in the paper, their names in the paper, went to them kids' schools, outed them, made everybody think that them kids was rapists. But now that they even know that those kids wasn't rapists, I don't see nobody showing the girl. Where the girl's picture at? Where the father picture at? You ruin them kids' lives. You ruin them kids' lives with a lie because y'all got caught having sexual relations in the freaking park. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only that just goes to show just how screwed up some people are. Not only are you freaking you freaking having an incestuous relationship with your freaking daughter, you just straight up smutting her out by having it in the park, yo. In the park. You ain't even get in the park. You know, like what's that girl? And then she's effed up in the brain. And then she's been having she thinks so little of sex. You see, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Not just the whole homosexuality thing, but all of it all together. People think so little of sex. She thinks so little about having sex that it's such not a big deal that some strange boys just walk right up on her and she's like, hey, yeah, sure, why not?
But you know what? Okay.
Because she willingly had sex with them. She willingly had sex with 3 of the 5 boys that walked up on her. Willingly. So he must have been molesting that child since she was who know how old. Or how young, might I say.
Okay, so basically it came out that she let the boys go.
Yes. They rolled up. Okay, this is what happened. The boys was just walking in the park. You know what I'm saying? They were in the park before them. I think they said that they kind of was walking first. They walked in the park before them. So the boys was just walking in the park. So when they walked in the park, they ended up walking up on them and they was having sex. So the father jumped up and the girl was just laying down there laughing. She thought it was funny that the father got busted having sex with her. She thought it was funny. So she was just laying there laughing. Thought it was a big joke. So the boys was just so the father ran off because he was, I guess ashamed. So the boys was just like, you know what I'm saying? They young boys, they teenagers. They see a half-naked girl there. You don't think they gonna try? When you was a teenager, what you would have did? So 3 of them tried her and she gave it up. And that's it. And the funniest thing about all of this is nobody would have really knew because they didn't really know each other. They didn't run in the same circles. They didn't know each other. I don't think they knew each other. I think one of the girls might have knew one of the kids from school, but nobody knew who the father was. So if the father don't go tell the cops all of this crazy stuff and have the cops come and have all these kids, nobody wouldn't even know that he was out there fucking his daughter. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody wouldn't even know that he was out there fucking his daughter. And there's no telling how long he's been doing it. You understand? Because she's like, what, 18, 19 now? Something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now, that's how old she is. She's not even a minor, and they didn't release her name. She didn't release her name because they said she was a victim. Now that she's not a victim, why they not releasing her name now? Now she's not a, she's not a subset. But she's a, oh man, I can't think of the word. But basically, she just lied and said that those boys did. You want to know the funniest thing? People wanted to kill them boys. They was calling them boys savages. Everything else, talking so bad about them little boys. Them boys ain't do nothing wrong. They didn't do nothing wrong. What is any male teenagers gonna do if they walk up on some woman that's half dressed? They gonna try her. That's facts. Yeah. Talking about they was playing handball. And this is the middle of February. Who goes to the park in the middle of February at 11 o'clock at night? Not in New York City. It's the February. People ain't out there playing handball in the middle of the night. I'm telling you, I live here. In February? Not in February. You know, in June, July, other months. Not February. People ain't out there in no February. February's just cold up here, my dude. You feel me?
Oh yeah. I stayed in the Bronx before I knew. Oh shit.
As soon as I heard that story, I looked right at the person I heard the story with, and I was like, "Yo, that man having sex with his daughter." As soon as we heard the story, I looked right at the person I was with. I was with my girl. I looked right at her. I was laying down. I looked right at her. I said, "That man having sex with his daughter." And she said, and then the part of Brooklyn, they was in East New York too. Like that's not the neighborhood they was in wasn't a safe neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's not even a safe neighborhood. Are you serious? That's one of the neighborhoods you hear about rappers saying they come from. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. That's some bullshit. Yeah, because we've been trying to follow up on that damn story.
Yeah, he was sexing his daughter and got busted.
But you ever watch what's that shit on HLN?
Probably not. But tell me what it is.
It's basically news from everywhere. Entertainment news, world news. It's this pretty woman, brunette. But basically, she was just like going over porn.
Huh?
And then she wasn't going over it. She said, in recent studies, because they talk about everything. To basketball players, to them doing, you know what I'm saying? Whatever's the issue, you know what I'm saying? From, entertainment to somebody's house. So she was talking about porn, and the porn, like in recent, I don't know how long, a year or two or whatever, they said the sales and the views of porn have changed. Because people been, instead of people just getting female, and
it's more specific. That's what you. I don't know.
They've been getting incest. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Mom and son and father and daughter. That's what the sales has been lately. You know what I'm saying? They've been the shit that's taboo. That's been getting all the sales. That's wild.
Yeah, that they were talking about internet. They were talking about that search engine. that people I guess be going into on Google and on Pornhub or whatever the hell, you know, they